Hello, and welcome to Susu's Kindergarten Videos. It is a beautiful day in late February, and I am truly enjoying these snowdrops. These are bulbs, and what is so special about them is that they do bloom in February. And we have had snow and ice and very cold rains and cold temperatures, and yet it does not deter these little bulbs from pushing out of the ground and blooming, just to give us a sign that spring is on the way. I think they are just the sweetest little flowers. You can see they all droop down, hence the name Snowdrops. They hang like little bells on their little stems, and you can see right here. I want to show you a few parts to this flower. Right here there is a stem that kind of curves around that holds the petal. I'm lifting up this so that you can see it. And this stem is called a peduncle. Can you say that? Peduncle? It's such a cool name to say. Here's another one right here, and you can see it's attached to the flower, and it's called a peduncle. And right above the peduncle is a sheath. Yes, this is called a sheath, and the sheath, when it is around the bud of the snowdrop, it forms like a very thin membrane that holds the bud together until it grows and develops, and then the sheath will separate, and then the flower will drop down and begin to open up, and the peduncle holds that flower down below. And another fun thing about snowdrops is they, you would think that this would be called the petals of the flower, but actually they're called tepals. That's another fun word, tepals. And what that really means is it's basically the petals and the sepals together. And you can see there are 3 large white tepals on the outside of the flower, and then on the inside you have 3 more tepals that have some green in there, and you can see there are little green stripes. And you would never notice this unless you came along and picked up this flower and looked at it. And I love to do that. It's fun to investigate and see what really makes up a flower. But these snowdrops are native to Europe. And if you were to go to Europe, you would see fields of these snowdrops blooming in the wintertime. And I just think that would be a magical scene to see a field of snowdrops blooming. It must be just magical. I have several here that have been planted for several years. They've been here a long time, and I wish they had spread faster than they have, but they've popped up here and there, and I think what has happened is the seeds from the flowers have fallen to the ground, and they've just randomly popped up in different places. They're really too far apart for it to be the offsets from the bulbs blooming. Now this little clump right here is pretty full. You can see this was probably where I planted them initially, and since it's so full, I think I'm going to divide those this year after they bloom. And then I'm going to just spread them around in this area so that it fills in. Because they're so small, I mean, these are only about 6 inches tall, and each one has 2 leaves that come out at the base. So you really have to put these somewhere where you're going to be able to enjoy them, and plant enough so that you notice them. These are right outside my kitchen window, so I can look and watch them every day when I'm standing in the kitchen working. So I really do enjoy them. And you know, in the winter, we really don't get out as much as we do in the spring and summer. So be sure to put them near a sidewalk or somewhere that you will notice them. Otherwise, they will come and go, and you won't have been able to enjoy them. So that's the real secret to planting snowdrop bulbs. I do enjoy these. I think they're very delicate and beautiful, and I wanted to share them with you today so that if you're interested, you could get these at your garden center. They are typically going to have these in the fall time, so wait until next fall and see if you can get some, or if you have a friend, maybe they'll be willing to dig theirs up and share some with you. That's always fun. Always fun to share with my gardeners. Over and out. Love you.